Hey, Ra, how's it going? Hey, John. Sorry, guys, I haven't been done a live stream in a while. I just finally got home, so I figured I'd do a bit of an impromptu one. Something underneath this thing. I just figured you guys would like to have a boo at some of this stuff with me. Figured we could have a look at it together. So I kind of broke the bank when I went to the hobby store. I was kind of like, I got a bonus, so I was like, fuck it. And I cleaned the hobby store right out of some vintage engines and whatnot. So there's two works, 7 ports. There's a 20, it's a TL 288 or 28B7 and a TL 21B7 Pro are the works. And then the Serio is a S21BK buggy engine, 5-port. And then this is a very rare Jammin 21 JPX engine. These are just not found anymore. They haven't made this engine in forever. It's actually made by Pico, and I believe it's a 5-port, I think. And then this is it's super kind of rare. This is actually a VG30P, which means that this is actually a VG30 with an ABC sleeve, not an ABN sleeve, which is incredibly hard to find. Yeah, so it's some pretty cool stuff. I kind of broke the bank a bit buying all this stuff, but I've seen it in their shop forever, and the guy that owns the store is getting older, and my big fear was that he was gonna close the store, and then all this stuff would go into Never Land, and you'd never be able to find it again. So he did cut me a bit of a deal on the whole purchase of everything, but all told, I spent some good money on everything. It's all brand new, none of it's used, so it all needs to be broke in. So it's some pretty cool stuff. So I got everything for $2,000 is what I paid for everything, which I know sounds horrible, but it's 2,000 Canadian, obviously. But it's this stuff to buy now, like you'd pay at least $500 for one engine. So I got a pretty decent deal, I thought. It's still not, it's not like one of those crazy Facebook Marketplace find deals, but they were actually new on the shelf in a hobby store in a display case forever. Like, so the only one that I'm a little bit curious about when I was messing with in the hotel room was this one. Was it this one? One of them I couldn't turn over by hand. And I think it might be a little bit stuck. I think it's this one. Oh, and then another thing I found, because you get a kick out of these, here there, I found some Samurai glow plugs, which I haven't seen them for a while, and a whole schwack of O'Donnell glow plugs that I got for $8 a piece, Canadian, obviously. Hey, Pimp, how's it going? Yeah, so some of these engines were left stored with the piston up. a little higher than I'd like. So I gotta try and grab them, see if I can get the piston back down to the bottom. There, that one's back down to the bottom. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's a Serio 0.21 Connie. And it comes with extra head button, the carburetor, like brand new. You can hear my dog barking out there, sorry about that. This brand new Pimp. So that thing's never been brand new off the shelf. I was the first one to open that. Can you believe that? It was sitting in stock that long. This one's really cool. It's actually the engine that's supposed to go in a Jam and Buggy from new when you buy the professional kit. So there's the, there it is there. It even says Jammin' there. Jammin' on the top, JPX 21. Same thing, never been fired. I was the first one to slice the bag open. And this stuff's been in inventory since 2004. Those two anyway. And then this one, this is the Works 21 B7. So it's a 7-port Works 21 Pro B7. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I didn't know that, Bob. That's cool. And then this is the 27 and the 21 almost look exactly the same. There's the 27. So you see, the writing on the head almost looks exactly the same. 21 B7. So somebody opened this one once because the bag that it was in is like a parts bag and the carburetor's been installed. So I got a bit of a deal on this one. Never been run, never been fired, but it was out of the box. And then this one, this is super cool. This is actually a kit box. Believe it or not, this is actually a kit for a Savage, to put this into a Savage. So it actually comes with an air filter assembly, air filters, a glow plug, and an exhaust gasket, and then here's the engine. I love the graphics on the top of that thing. Big old OS 30 VG right there. But it actually, if you read the instructions in it, it actually says that this backplate was sized from OS to take off, and the pin and everything is in here, and you can put the force back plate in here is the way it was designed, so you can put a roto start in this right from factory. So this is supposed to be a direct drop-in Savage engine. So Bob, does that mean that engine was is it basically a Nova, like a Nova Rossi? That serial? I am. All right, later, Pip. Thanks for showing up, buddy. I'm super pumped about these O'Donnell wheel plugs. I'm pumped about that. I didn't think that was gonna turn out, but. Yeah, because I was out of turbo plugs, and I'm like, I need some turbo plugs. And then I happened to find those at another hobby store that I went to visit. So the question I have though, out of these engines, obviously I don't think that 30, but I want to repower this this X-ray buggy, with an engine, because I'm not totally sold that I want to leave this Force 4.6 in here with one of these. And that Force engine, there's nothing wrong with it. It's brand new. I haven't even finished breaking it in yet, but I want to put one of these in there. Hey, Offner guy. And I just don't know which way I would go. Like, would you? Because this X-ray kind of deserves a better mill than that Force 4.6. Not to say that's a horrible engine, but that's a monster truck engine. I'm thinking of the Serial, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to put in there. What do you guys think? I'm thinking this Jammin engine I may put back in my Jammin buggy. Like, now that I have the proper engine for it, I may pull that engine out, put this Jammin engine in it. And the Serial engine I don't have a home for, and the two Works engines, I want to kind of hang on to them for now, but I do think the 27, I'm going to stick in my Truggy that has the LRP in it, and I'll pull that LRP out. And Jammin 21 is a Pico. I have the Jammin 28. So you're thinking the same thing, Offner guy? I should put this Jammin in the Jammin buggy. Hey, that's my thoughts. That actually has a what engine's in that thing right now? That's an Axial 28, no 32R that's in that thing right now. So yeah, I think this would look killer against this body too, like this green head, and here's the body. Like that would look killer, hey? Yeah, that'd look dope. The one thing I can't find the information on is if this is a turbo plug or a conventional plug. To me, it looks, I don't see any taper at the bottom of the hole. So it sure looks like, and everything I read online says that this is just a regular, like a number 8 plug. It's a regular plug. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that, buddy. I'm gonna grab it. I want to put a plug in that thing because there's nothing in it. It always makes me nervous when there's no plug in. They said LC3. Put that in there. Fresh engine, fresh plug, right? There. What do you think? Should we stick the carburetor in this thing? You ran 2 steps. Did you record it, John? Are you going to put a video out? I actually looked to make sure nobody was doing a live before because I haven't been doing my lives very often lately, so I wanted to make sure nobody was doing one. Okay, so this other head button that the Serial came with, this is the turbo button. Razor blade. I know there's probably purists out there that are just freaking out right now because I pulled this engine out of this bag. But okay. Make sure I put the carburetor in the right way. Okay. Ooh, that needs a little bit of oil. What's that off me, guys? Sorry? You said the works? Yeah, so there's 2 works there. There's a 21 and a 21 and a 27. A 21 and a 28, sorry. 7 port. There it goes. I don't want to lose these pucks. I always like to put these in backwards to the way they suggest, because then you can actually loosen them when the carburetor's when the engine's in place. Some people put them in the other way. It's just a pain in the ass. Need my little fine screwdriver. Where is it? Go about like that. There. Now I can put covers over that stuff just to keep that clean. Oh man, you're going to cancel the race because of that? Yeah, that kind of shit happens all the time. Who cares about dead crow? There. Pretty much ready to drop in now. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, nice. So this is the B5 7. That's good. I guess if it smells real bad, I mean, you're a tradesperson, John. Some of them guys smell pretty bad anyway. Smells like a pipe fitter. Yeah, I'll find my caps and whatnot a little bit later. Put them all somewhere when I clean out here. There. Just wanted to put a cap over the carburetor. See if I can find a bigger one for the exhaust. Yeah, I haven't been on that much lately. I changed jobs and I'm trying to get a beat on my new job. So things have been a little crazy. There we go. All sealed up nicely. There. Now I can package that back up. All nice and neat. Till I do something with it. I think I'll leave the conventional plug in instead of the turbo plug head, because I seem to be able to get Conventional plugs easier than turbo plugs. Let's give this one a couple drops of oil too. They've been sitting in inventory so long that I should put a little bit of oil in each one. Thanks, officer guy. That's pretty good. There we go. You see this one on the guy? Pretty this looks. Like what cool graphics, eh? Back in the day. Even they made sure everything matched. Probably cry the first time I flipped this over. This is the 28. Again, I can't tell. This looks like a conventional plug, not a turbo plug. I don't see a taper seat in there anywhere. Hey, all aspects. I'll grab another plug for that one. I'm sure that this looks like a conventional plug. I don't see a taper seat in the bottom of it. Like I said, I don't like leaving them without a plug in it. I do thank you guys for showing up. I mean, I just kind of threw this out there just kind of last minute, just as, because I was out playing with these and I figured, why not see if the brothers are on? Hey, BBT. I would say that's sealed. Looks like it did. Thread it in there like nothing, so. Hey, Hybrid. Does anybody else have this 28 V7? Just wondered, make sure that it sure felt like that plug was correct. I could pull the head off and look, but. Thanks, Hybrid. Pretty cool looking. There, another one sealed up. Like I said, these have been in inventory at that hobby store for over a decade. And I just want to make sure that they have a little bit of fresh lube in them. This one needs some assembly. This one never even had the card put on it because I did put the, now this one I swear to God is it, yeah, this is a turbo plug because I can see the bottom of the seat in there and this looks like a turbo plug and this is the 21 Pro. So I'm not surprised. Which plug should I put in here, fellas? Should I put the Samurai plug in or should I put the O'Donnell's plug in? Oh. Don says the Samurai plug. Samurai plug it is. I went to All Aspects. I went to this other hobby store in Calgary and they had a whole bin of O'Donnell's plugs. And I asked them if they would sell me everything and they wouldn't. They're like, we should keep them in case somebody needs them. Anyway, I bought a dozen of them and they gave them to me for like $8 a plug, Canadian. And I should have cleaned them out, but the guy was like, well, we should have some. And I'm like, you guys don't even sell nitro fuel anymore. Why would you need them? Anyway, the guy was a bit of a dillhole. He was another one of these preachers for electric that nothing else matters type kind of guy. I still have a couple gallons of O'Donnell's fuel left. You'll get a kick out of it. My O'Donnell's buggy actually has an O'Donnell's plug and an O'Donnell's fuel that I run in it. just cause. Maybe that's me being ridiculous, but I don't know. I think it's funny. I love finding the old hobby stores that are still out there. They're kind of like finding a barn find for a vehicle. You know, you stumble across it just kind of in the middle of nowhere, and then every once in a while you'll come across a hobby store that you're just like, yeah, I didn't even know this place existed. There. Give this one a little bit, a couple drips down the throat too. Look at that. There. Get some plugs for that one. You know what? When I was digging through my stuff, I even found the Works pipe that goes with this thing in my collection of pipes. So I have the match set. I got to give it some cleaning. It's a little ugly. But there. Nice pretty carburetor. Thing of beauty. See if I can find a few more caps. I'm out of caps. I'll have to bag that one up. Hey buddy, we're just going over my engine haul that I picked up at a hobby store, an old hobby shop that I've in Calgary, and I kind of cleaned them out of some engines. So this is so this is a Works 21 V7 Pro, Works 28 V7 Pro, and a Serial 21, and a Jammin 21, and then now I'm just kind of going through them, cleaning them up, putting the carburetors on them so they're sealed up properly, giving them a little bit of lube. Oh, you are doing a live tomorrow night, John? Sweet. Is anybody doing a live tonight? Just so I know, so I don't miss it. Need a head button for a V7? Pimp said he had a Cook V7, I think, on here. Bob? Or Avna? There was a long time, Raw, when I didn't have any high performance engines at all for a long time. And then, and I still only have one Novarossi, and the rest of them I have a bunch of OS and a bunch of, I have Alphas and Picos, but I don't have that many Novarossis. I'd love that. I'd like that little bit of oil. I got a couple other engines that are branded differently, but they're actually Novarossis. But I only have one actually branded Novarossi. And you know what? That thing is the world's biggest prick to tune, which is crazy. But it runs good. It's just a prick to tune. What's up, Rock? I'm a little scared of the Nova engines. I've seen a few people get them lately, and they just have so much grief with rod issues and machining problems and everything else. And I don't know. And I watched this grief that Haggard had with his, and yeah, I don't know. And there's some good deals on them on A-Main, like they're decent buys, but I don't know. Right, Bob? Yeah, so I wondered about that. Hey, Todd. Thanks for coming, buddy. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to talk about this engine a little bit more. So this is the brand new OSVG P with the AB C sleeve in it instead of an ABN sleeve, which is crazy because I can't believe that I didn't know that they even made this engine without an ABN sleeve. So it's because I have this exact engine in a buggy, in a Hyper 7 of the OS 30, and but I don't have, it has the AB N sleeve, not the ABC sleeve. So it's super cool that I found this. And this is actually, like I said, this was actually a Savage kit that they put out to be a drop-in for a Savage. And I couldn't believe that he priced it the way he priced it for me to buy this. And I was like, I will take it. Yeah, I didn't think that they even came out that way, Todd. I didn't know that was a thing. But I even read it in the book, and it even says it in the book. And because I wasn't going to buy it, because I know they have the nickel sleeve that I always thought. Yeah, exactly. The ABL, rather. Sorry, yeah, it had the ABL sleeve. So, and then this one actually has the ABC sleeve, as what it says in the book, which I thought it was all the nickel sleeve, right? Yeah, I thought that bi-metal sleeve piece of shit was actually, you know, I've put quite a bit of fuel through that other VG engine, and it's still holding strong. And that I know has the shitty sleeve in it, and it won't die. And I haven't been good to it. So maybe even if it has that crappier sleeve in it, it's still a savage of an engine. Like, oh no, there it says it right there. Look, I stand corrected. Right there, see it? So it does have the ABL sleeve, Todd. You're right. Still, I'm not sad on it because I got it for $200 brand new in the box. So I'm still not sad about that. So like I said, to find one of these brand new in the box, I still run them. I just don't run them very lean. I run them a little fat. Yeah, exactly off the guy. Just run a little more oil. I don't run 30% in them. I only run 20%, and I run the 2010 or 2012, and then I run it a little on the richer side. I don't think so. I looked into that a little bit. I don't think you can actually put the ABC sleeve in these, unless, well, Todd would be the guy to know. But I couldn't walk away from it. I know that it is a bit of a risky engine to run, but I still couldn't go without it. Like I have this engine in like a Hyper 7, and I've had it on videos quite a few times, and it's just an animal. Like I actually had it out this year. There's a video on my page with it running around, and it's a beast of an engine. So yeah, Todd, I picked up a whole bunch of engines. I know this would be right up your alley. So I picked up a Works 28 B7, a Works 28 a 21 B7 Pro, a Serio S21 BK, and a Jammin 21. So the OFN 51250. It's actually got an OFNA part number on it. Take the back plate off the B7. What a beauty. Which B7? The 28 or the 21? The 21. That's the 28. There's the 21. Has it got all those dimple holes in it and everything? Because both of them are B7s. One is a 21 B7 and one's a 28 B7. Look at that. The externally weighted. Look at the size of that connecting rod. Holy crap. Yeah, this is the B721. Sorry. 21. Yeah, 21 B7. So when would the B7 have come out? What age would this be? How long would this have been sitting in inventory? Yeah, it says right here. Teamline 21 B7 Pro competition off-road engine 7-port ABC. And this one says Teamline 28 competition off-road engine 7-port. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put this serial in the X-ray and take that F out. And then that F46, and then I think that 28 works is going to go in my truggy, my associated truggy. So anybody that's a huge Traxxas fan on here today, that same hobby store has two TM OS 21s for the Traxxas drop-ins. And I almost bought those two, but I kind of stopped because I dropped enough money on this stuff. And they also have a TC3 associated engine, brand new in the box in 18, that are sitting in there. And then they also have 3 Pico 15s. There's a hobby store in Calgary. They actually have a website. It's called Model Land, and they do ship all over the place. So they've been around forever. So they're in Calgary, Alberta. So for you U.S. people, it would pay for you to look them up because obviously with the Canadian dollar the way it is, you guys would be far better off to go look. I have an Aero GTR, Todd. They're great. Don't tell Pim. I actually got it off of John. I got it off the Nitro Addiction. It's in, fuck, what is that in? Oh, it's in a Jammin', truggy. I'll tell you, Todd, that is the most ignorant engine I have ever broke in my entire life. That Aero. Like, it's great now, but I think that ranks up there with the most ignorant engine I have ever broke in. It is so tight, so tight. No, the Waller Classics is still there. You're talking about, here, I'll show you. I did move my bench around to this side, but yeah, the wall of RCs is all still all over there. I just moved my benches over here. So, oh, now that it's all broke in, Todd, it's amazing. Like but it was so ignorant that I actually had to skip some of the idle tanks because it kept locking up all the time. And then, so finally I got mad and just skipped one of the idle tanks and I had to do a slow speed running check. Where is that thing? I gotta find it. Damn it, there it is. So, no, I lied. It isn't in that one. Where is that thing? Not in that one. Where did I put that thing? I thought it was in a truggy. Nope, not in that one. Put it in something. Because that's got an axial RR in it. And that's got another one in it. Where are you? Arrow. Or did I put it in a buggy? John, do you remember where did I put that thing? Oh yeah, it is in an associated buggy. All right, let me grab the ladder. Let's go find it. Oh. Hey, that look familiar, John? Buggy row. Associated buggy. It's Kyosho. Go down here a little further. No. Where are you? There's the Alpha. There's that OSVG. There's that OFNA MBX. That's 32. That's an OS. That's an OS speed. That's a Pico. That's a SH. Thunder Tiger. That's a axial. And that one down there. Oh, there it is. No, I lied. It's in my O'Donnell's buggy. There it is. That's in my O'Donnell's buggy. So that's why that doesn't get a lot of use, because I'm scared to run that thing. If I break it, I'm kind of boned. But I can't believe I forgot where that was. Probably because that buggy's lived in the living room for the last, year. Oh yeah, both those Technos, yeah. They were both Johns. Raw, I forgot. Here, I'll be right back, Raw. Just a sec. This is the one I still haven't gotten around to sending you yet, Rob. Some assembly required. This is the one that came in that massive collection of shit. And I keep meaning to send this to you for a project, and I just haven't had a chance to kind of get it in the mail to you. I figured if anybody could put this back together, it's either you or John. But yeah, it's pretty much all here. I do have there's a bunch of other small pieces and stuff that go with it. So yeah, you two are Savage gurus. I'm more of an MGT guy. This is your guys' wheelhouse. That thing. Yeah, you guys are so good with those Savages. I, I like them as well, but you guys have them memorized, like absolutely memorized. And like John can have a heap of parts, and I've watched Rod do it too. And you guys would be just like and talking and put it together, and I'd just be like, fuck. Muscle memory. Yes, I have, Todd. Do you want to see one? I got a couple of them with side exhaust. I have a couple of them done differently, and then I also have, so I have them done factory wise, and I've also found out that the LST header fits perfectly. Yeah, and I know I've never actually taken a Savage all the way apart and put them all the way back together. And for whatever, I have had many MGTs that I've built from absolutely nothing, and no problem. But for whatever reason, my brain doesn't seem to want to register how to put a Savage together. But I got to take one right apart and put it back together. I'll grab one, Todd. That rear, that side. This one's a side exit exhaust one. Oop, I gotta make some room on this bench. Hold on a sec. So this is the side exhaust for the MGT. This is the 8.0 MGT with the rear. This is a MGT side exhaust header. So this is the 8.0 side exhaust version. So, and this is the factory associated header. So that one, that's a part that is available on some, you can find them new old stock sometimes. And I'll show you what the other one looks like, the 4.6 one. How are those wheels and tires? I have those on my MGT. I love these wheels and tires. These fake with the bead locks and stuff on them. They're actually great. They hold up the best on this thing, and they don't balloon real bad, and they don't need to be glued, which is awesome. And they're not heavy not on an 8.0. I don't think I'd try them on a lighter truck, but on an 8.0 they're fine. Oh, not all the 8.0s are side exhaust. Not. That's rear. Where are you? There you go. This is one of my OG MGTs with the factory side exhaust. This one is the one I entered in Rinks' Speed Challenge, and you've seen it on my YouTube channel a ton. So this one has the factory MGT side exhaust for 4.6. So you can see it has a really weird, goofy turning header. Yeah, so and then it gets really, really hot right here. So I trimmed this piece out. But I've had this particular MGT I've had for a very, very, very long time. I think I got this one back in early 2000s. It actually has it's had multiple engines in it, but it actually has an F46 in it. I'll show you what the LST header looks like. Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Change the body on the one I'm looking for. Now I gotta find it. Alright. Oh, sorry. I changed the body, it screwed me right up. Okay. This is the one I call the parts MGT all the time. This one was red forever. So that is an LST header on an MGT, and it fits not bad. So yeah, it doesn't fit too bad. And actually, the one that I sent you raw has an LST header as well. You're gonna change your MBX 7 8T for a low ceramic. That's cool. You wanted one of those? Like that's like an LST. You guys are gonna fucking shoot me, but I am not the world's biggest LST fan. I find them aggravating. I find them, the trannies are exposed out to the dirt, and they one-way bearings in them go for a shit all the time. They handle good, and they jump well, and they ride nice. They got those big friggin' shocks and everything, but oh my god, the trannies are a pain. I have two of them, John. I don't run them very often, but the engines that came in them were awesome. The LST shocks are the best, for sure. Well, the aftershock wheels are the better ones. If it has the aftershock wheels on them, those are the best. Yeah, the SAE hardware sucks. You are correct there, Pim. We can talk about it, Eddie, for sure. I got, like I said, I got that aftershock that's just about as mint as you can get. Yeah, it's a. I'll show you which one it is instead. I'll bring it over. I'll show you. Yeah, golf carts in the way. Where is it? Oh, that's it. It's just dusty. That's it right there. And then the LST2 is right there with the wing on it. And then this Savage is a project. That Savage is done. That Savage is done. So that's the one I built with that big AE engine in it. So, yeah. Well, guys, I hate to do this, but I actually hate to cut it off because it's going really well, and I'm having a good time. I haven't done a live for a while, but I'd like to have supper with my son before he goes off to night shift, and I'll try and be back on again next weekend. Now that things have slowly calmed down around here, I'd like to come back on next weekend and we can run some shit. And then maybe I'll see if I can put that one of these engines in this thing and we can do some break-in next weekend. That sound cool? Do some break-in, maybe do some tuning. Thanks for coming out, Todd. I appreciate it, buddy. Good to see you again. This is the X-ray. This actually is the X-ray. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys all hopefully next weekend, and if not, I will see you on John's live. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night for him, and or Hybrids Lives or one of the other guys, or Pimps videos or what have you. But everybody have a great evening, and we'll talk to you guys all later.